Good morning to everybody. Good morning, CMD sir. Good morning, Director Finance sir. Today we are going to, as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, today we have organized a stakeholders meet on Atmanirbhar Bharat. I welcome Shri Animesh Niyogi sir, DGM P5, and his team to this online webinar meet. And I would request CMD sir to read the message in English before we start.
There is a message from Dr. Mahendranath Pandey, Minister of Heavy Industries, and Shri Krishnapal Gurjar, Minister of State Heavy Industries, on the occasion of Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav. Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. As part of the initiative, Ministry of Heavy Industries is celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav from 10th to 16th January 2022. Ministry of Heavy Industries is focused on developing a globally competitive green and technology-driven manufacturing sector, including automotive and capital goods sector, which propels growth and job creation. To achieve this vision, the ministry has launched a series of initiatives, including the faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles scheme, National Program on Advanced Chemistry Cell, Battery Storage, Production-Linked Incentive Scheme for Automobile and Auto Components, Scheme for Enhancement of Competitiveness in the Indian Capital Goods Sector, etc. As part of the celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Ministry of Heavy Industries, in association with the CPSEs and autonomous bodies, has planned a series of events and activities at over 40 locations across the country during the week of 10 to 16 January 2022, focusing on themes of Actions 75, Achievement 75, Ideas 75, Resolve 75, and Freedom Struggle in areas of innovation, manufacturing excellence, Atmanirbhar Bharat, environment and sustainability, Swachhata Bharat, Swastha Bharat, unsung heroes of freedom struggle, etc. The events include inaugurations, new product launches, technology demonstrations, technical exhibitions, seminars, webinars, expert lectures, yoga and meditation sessions, health camps, cultural programs, cleanliness drives, and competitions amongst children on freedom struggle and movements, etc. It has been emphasized to all units of the ministry to follow whole of government approach and ensure people's participation, that is Jan Bhagidari, in the events and activities in the week-long celebrations. Directions have also been issued to ensure COVID-19 social distancing and hygiene protocols during the events and activities. We urge everyone to participate in the planned celebrations of Ministry of Heavy Industries from 10th to 16th January 2022 under Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much. Now I would request Director Finance sir to kindly read the message in Hindi.
अभी आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
डॉक्टर महेंद्र नाथ पांडे, भारी उद्योग मंत्री, और श्री कृष्ण पाल गुर्जर, भारी उद्योग राज्य मंत्री का संदेश। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव प्रगतिशील भारत के 75वें वर्ष का उत्सव मनाने और जनता, संस्कृति तथा देश की उपलब्धियों के गौरवशाली इतिहास को स्मरण करने की भारत सरकार की एक पहल है। इसी पहल के तहत भारी उद्योग मंत्रालय 10 से 16 जनवरी 2022 तक आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहा है। भारी उद्योग मंत्रालय ऑटोमोटिव और कैपिटल गुड्स क्षेत्र सहित विश्व स्तर पर प्रतिस्पर्धी हरित और तकनीक आधारित विनिर्माण क्षेत्र के विकास पर ध्यान केंद्रित कर रहा है, जिससे विकास और रोजगार सृजन को बढ़ावा मिलता है। इस विजन को साकार करने के लिए मंत्रालय ने भारत में इलेक्ट्रिक वाहनों का तीव्र अंगीकरण और विनिर्माण, फेम स्कीम, राष्ट्रीय उन्नत केमिस्ट्री सेल, एसीसी बैटरी भंडारण कार्यक्रम, ऑटोमोबाइल और ऑटो घटक के लिए उत्पादन संबंध प्रोत्साहन पीएलआई स्कीम, भारतीय कैपिटल गुड्स क्षेत्र में प्रतिस्पर्धा संवर्धन स्कीम आदि सहित कई पहले शुरू की हैं। भारी उद्योग मंत्रालय ने अपने सीपीएससी और स्वायत्त निकायों के सहयोग से भारत का अमृत महोत्सव के समारोहों के लिए नवाचार, विनिर्माण उत्कृष्टता, आत्मनिर्भर भारत, पर्यावरण और वहनीयता, स्वच्छ भारत, स्वतंत्रता संग्राम आदि विषयों पर ध्यान केंद्रित करते हुए 10 से 16 जनवरी 2022 के सप्ताह के दौरान देश भर में 40 से अधिक स्थानों पर एक्शन 75, अचीवमेंट 75, आइडियाज 75 और रिजॉल्व 75 जैसे विषयों को केंद्र में रखते हुए कार्यक्रमों और क्रियाकलापों की श्रृंखला की योजना बनाई है। इन कार्यक्रमों में लोकार्पण, नए उत्पादों की शुरुआत, प्रौद्योगिकी प्रदर्शनियों, तकनीकी प्रदर्शनियां, सेमिनार, वेबिनार, विशेषज्ञ व्याख्यान, योग और ध्यान सत्र, स्वास्थ्य शिविर, भूले हुए स्वतंत्रता सेनानी नायकों को याद करना, स्वतंत्रता संग्राम और आंदोलनों आदि पर बच्चों के बीच सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रमों, स्वच्छता अभियानों और प्रतियोगिताओं का आयोजन करना इत्यादि शामिल है। यह सुनिश्चित करने पर जोर दिया गया है कि सप्ताह भर चलने वाले इन समारोहों का आयोजन होल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट अप्रोच से किया जाए और सभी कार्यक्रमों में जन भागीदारी हो। कार्यक्रमों के दौरान कोविड-19 के अनुरूप परस्पर सुरक्षित दूरी बनाए रखने और स्वच्छता प्रोटोकॉल सुनिश्चित करने के निर्देश भी जारी किए गए हैं। हमारा अनुरोध है कि आप सब आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव के तहत दिनांक 10 से 16 जनवरी 2022 तक भारी उद्योग मंत्रालय के इस आयोजन में अपनी सहभागिता अवश्य करें। धन्यवाद।
Sir, thank you very much. Now I welcome all our stakeholders who have gathered here. Thank you very much for coming to our organization on this gathering, on this August meet today. As you all know, that Atmanirbhar Bharat is a very important concept these days because it focuses on development and utilization of in-house talent. So I would request one by one to please introduce yourself, your names, the name of your organizations, after which we will start individual viewpoints on Atmanirbhar Bharat. So I start from Mr. You, sir. Please introduce yourself and your organization.
I'm Devang Bhubna and I'm speaking on behalf of Arvind Industries. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm Devang Bhubna and I'm speaking on behalf of Arvind Industries.
Hello, my name is Tarak Das. My personal actual work for the any job and painting each and everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You can start, sir.
Company. My name is Devashish Ghosh. I'm supplier of the last 20 years.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Tauno Ghosh and I'm representing Technomech.
Thank you.
My name is Samarthi. My company is Associate India and dealer is ESA.
Thank you, sir. Sir.
My name is Jagannath Nath from Prem Kumar and Company Transporter. स्वच्छ भारत मिशन के लिए हमारा देश से कुछ कर सके तो अच्छा ही है, विदेश के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं कर और कोविड प्रोटोकॉल पे सहायता करें।
Thank you. Very good. Very good.
From doing lifting equipment, I will do. But the manufacturer of there's a very tough competition. From China and they are selling it at a very lower price. Our industry suffered a loss. But after 2-3 years, we have become competitive by with new technology. People are ready to scale to 15% higher price because our chain fluid blocks is better than China's good. China's are producing chain fluid blocks, but they are selling, but it is once used. After a project, it is destroyed. So our chain fluid we are happy making.
Mr. Ajit Jadhav, please mute your microphone.
Help from BBJ for selling our products. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the very good exposition on the topic. And you, sir? Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, my name is Jatubadri, and I am from Settlement Tools Corporation. I am the distributor of Chicago Pneumatic Sales, dealing in pneumatic tools, and also I am the channel partner of Polymer Tools India Private Limited, dealing in all the power tools and abrasives. I am in partnership with BBJ for almost 25 plus years, and and also I've supplied many materials, abrasives to almost all the British that have been made by the BBJ.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So now we have had the introductions of all our respective and respected vendors, almost all of them who are here today. I once again thank all of them for attending this meeting today, in spite of the situations that are going on right now with regard to the virus, Omicron. And Atmanirbhar Bharat being a very important ideology, it's an ideology of utilization of your in-house talent. So if now I would, if I may request one by one to all the vendors, to all our stakeholders who are gathered here, to say in a few words what they basically understand by Atmanirbhar Bharat and how they think their own organizations would be able to implement the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat for the development of this nation. One thing more, I would request all of you, you can speak in any language you want. It can be Hindi, it can be Bengali, it can be English. So please, so please feel free to speak in the language that you find very comfortable to speak in. I would request you, sir, to start with your viewpoint.
Once again, good morning, everyone. So, Atmanirbhar Bharat, when it was launched, I really appreciated it a lot because this was a motion set by the government to make the whole country self-sufficient
Right.
and not to be dependent on any other nation. Whenever a crisis comes or whenever anything happens, we don't need to be dependent on any other nation.
Right.
And the country itself can help itself in any way because we have a population of more than 1 billion, and if we stick together and if we move together ahead, so that way we won't need anyone to help. So us at Arvind Industrials, we are supporting Atmanirbhar Bharat because we are eastern distributors and dealers of many domestic companies all over India. Major MNCs like Uflex, Shalimar Paints, and Astra. So we supply, and we have also started manufacturing adhesives. Adhesives, previously sprayable adhesives were imported from China, Korea, Indonesia, for which the there was a huge there were huge charges for that, and we changed this and we brought it in house so that we could cater all of India's needs, and now we supply pan India as well. So over this over term of, we have just started supplying BBJ for the past 2 months, and over this term we have realized that by supplying this, by having everything in house, it has helped us a lot, and we don't need to be dependent on anything from the outer areas, and which has helped us. We've gotten many incentives from the government as well, which has helped us expand further. Thank you so much.
Extremely informative and very good exposition of the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, especially from a young entrepreneur like you,
Thank you so much.
because in this event of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, it was also one of the major points that entrepreneurship, in-house entrepreneurship, that is entrepreneurship that is developed within India, may be focused upon. So it is very motivational to see a very young entrepreneur like you having such a good and deep knowledge on this idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you. It is really praiseworthy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, আপনি কিছু
No,
বলবেন?
next. Okay.
কিছু?
Bye.
আচ্ছা। হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, okay.
Thank you.
Sir, I request you. Acha. Sir, I would request you to say a few words on your idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Good morning, everyone. I'm from Technomech, and we are manufacturer of different types of spares for BBJ, like spares, fasteners, and material handling equipment. We are supplying in different PSUs all over India. Like we are supplying to different PSUs all over India. When this project Atmanirbhar Bharat came, so that time I was very happy to see that Modi ji has been brought something like this, because we were getting many competitions from China, and some equipments, mostly our PSUs used to import equipments mostly from Germany, Italy, and the spares were also imported from their side. So when I see there is Atmanirbhar Bharat came and on this project, so we can start our supplies of these equipments and spares, uh, which was really very helpful for us to expand our business. And likewise, we implemented this thing, Atmanirbhar Bharat, in our workshop. By expanding our business, we can manufacture more equipments, more spares, and supply to different PSUs like BBJ, like we have supplied many others, Ministry of Steel and all. So this is a very good concept, and we are really thankful to Modi ji for this thing, this Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we have expanded our business as well, and we have, as we have expanded our business, we have taken that many of worker has been increased in number, through which through which we have what I like to say that through which we have made economy prosperous, I guess, that we are helping them. They are working for us, and this is a very good concept. I believe we have expanded our business just because of this concept, that Make in India policy, which Modi ji has implemented. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Another young entrepreneur who has got a deep and vast knowledge in the area of Atmanirbhar Bharat. I hope what you said, one of the major points was that this is also helping in increasing local employment. So that is a very positive feature. So now I would request, sir.
No idea.
No idea. Anything you can say on Atmanirbhar Bharat regarding your company, what your company is doing, anything. It does not have to be totally hard and fast. You can say about your organization, then It is a, you don't have to take any tension. You can say. हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं.
Next.
I would request you, sir, अगर आप kindly यहाँ पे आके बोले, because the speaker we have placed here.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत तो बहुत बढ़िया चीज है जो मोदी जी ने किया है, इसके लिए कोई शौक नहीं है, सबको सब कुछ बताया ही है. हम लोग ट्रांसपोर्टर कंपनी है, हम लोग चाहते हैं अपना इंडिया का जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है उसी सब यूज करे, व्हीकल टाइप का ओनर वाला इंस्ट्रूमेंट सब इंडियन यूज करे, यही हम लोग का ही है. और सब कुछ अपना जितना कुछ है भी सब भी अपना देश के अंदर में ही अपन खुद डेवलप कर दे सके, यही है.
इसी को आगे लेते हुए, इस सोच को आगे लेते हुए आत्मनिर्भर भारत सिर्फ बिजनेस कंसर्न ही नहीं, मैं तो या फिर हम सभी को शायद ये भी महसूस करना चाहिए, आत्मनिर्भरता फ्रॉम बिजनेस टू होम आल्सो.
यस सर,
we all need to be atmanirbhar as a individual also. Okay sir, thank you.
Sorry to interrupt, Abhishek.
Yes sir.
एक्चुअली इसी डिस्कशन को आगे ले जाते हुए
Yes sir.
आप 2 पॉइंट पे डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं, और इसमें हमारे जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनका भी आप ओपिनियन लीजिए, और हमारे जो एम्प्लॉइज हैं
Yes.
उनसे भी डिस्कशन कीजिए. 2 पॉइंट. पहला कि जो हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स का अभी जो लाइन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट है, वॉट एवर दे आर प्रोड्यूसिंग, वेदर देयर इज एनी कंपोनेंट into their input, whether there is any input which they are importing, number one, which can be replaced by some other indigenous product.
Right.
Whatever they are producing, so for getting that output, whether they are importing any raw material or any component which can be replaced by any indigenous thing, number one. Number two, whatever they are producing, can this be integrated to form any other thing which can replace any input? So if we can have a discussion on this, even you can contribute to this discussion. Okay.
So
Carry on.
anybody on the idea that was given by Director Finance sir, if there is anybody online right now who can maybe give a further exposition on this idea, or else any of our stakeholders also, they are also most welcome to share their ideas.
So as I said, we've been manufacturing adhesives as well. So during adhesives, we have been importing rubber from Europe and USA, which because of the weather circumstances, the manufacture can't happen over here. But due to which, as we have been producing adhesives, this has replaced China's exports to our country considerably, as far as I'm concerned, in Eastern India, because we have been supplying to major firms catering to the leather and the furniture industry.
Okay.
And we have reduced China's exports for adhesives over.
That's great. Anybody else?
As we are a manufacturing company, so previously we have used steels that have been imported from China, but right now all of our products which we are using, these all are made in India, right? Like stainless steel, we are taking from Jindal Stainless Private Limited, and the major steels are from Vizag and the Tata Steel and other steel plants. So everything we are using in to manufacture our products are Indian products. Nothing is being imported from outside. And we are completely 100% make in India company.
Thank you. Anybody else? Sir?
Sir, I like the concept of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav concept. Sir, I like the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav concept. Thus, sir, we have everything in our country: minerals, human resources, technology that can be purchased, that can be hired from other countries. So, though we have everything in our country, but we are not competing with the Chinese product or other product due to the we are not keeping the price very much competitive according to their product. It is just because of, I think, the charges of electricity. In India, it is very higher. Few years ago, a Chinese representative came to sell Chinese Shenpuli block to us. They are telling that they are using nuclear energy and their electricity charges is very less. It's very less. So that has to be looked after. Then this concept will get proper success. Electricity bill should be controlled. Heavy big industries, small industries. So this is the price. This fix the price, sir. Electricity bill has to be controlled. So we in our country we are using thermal power project. We are getting electricity from thermal power stations. So it is not as low as the as the price of nuclear energy, electricity which is produced from nuclear power station. So in our country, nuclear power station is very less. It may be one or two. So you have to look after this, sir. Then this concept will be totally. We will get total success, sir.
Very true. Intricately linked with the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat is the concept of developing in-house talent and also the way you are utilizing your innovativeness. In this regard, I just personally felt like sharing two examples which started in India, and they were in certain ways a pointer to what was about to come, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat. One is the Dabbawala agency of Mumbai. I hope all of you know that the Dabbawala agency in Mumbai, they are servicing to almost all the government offices and most of the private offices that are based in Malad and adjoining regions, adjoining areas of Mumbai, Borivali and all those areas, even in Juhu also. Though Juhu does not have uh, many offices around, Dabbawalas are a very good example of in-house innovation. Also Amul, that is based in Gujarat, and also Infosys. So I would now request you, sir, to please share your views.
So the perspective introduced by the government of for Atmanirbhar Bharat is a very good concept because earlier all the raw what before earlier all the raw materials were imported from China or other countries, but after the policy introduced by the government of Atmanirbhar Bharat, uh, mm, many industries have been evolved in India and are now on many and are now have stopped importing the raw materials from outside India and now on manufacturing uh, 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 and now on manufacturing in India only. Mm. And due to that, mm, and when we were importing all the raw materials from outside India, there was a mass unemployment issue. But when but when the industries are evolved now in India, the mass unemployment issue is now at stake. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Uh, Now we are reaching almost the fag end of our discussion. So I would request Animesh Niyogi sir, BGM P5, to say a few words on this issue. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Actually, Atmanirbhar Bharat is the mission initiated by our Atmanirbhar Bharat is a mission initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister, and to make India self-reliant. And I must say that with our all sincere efforts from our side and vendor side also, it will make a grand success, and one day we will 100% self-reliant. And that's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So we have had a more or less fruitful discussion on the topic of Atmanirbhar Bharat with all our stakeholders here. The mass participation is actually the main focus that we are trying to do, because in the business scenario of today, individual effort does not count. It always has to be a team effort, and team transcends from your organization to outside also. So the new concept that sometimes is being found in most of the B school magazines is that the stakeholder is also a part of your team. So you all are a part of our team also, and we feel motivated by your efforts. So with this positive note, and once again, I thank all of you for taking part in this talk today and sharing your valuable inputs. Now with the permission of CMD sir and Director Finance sir, may we finally conclude this webinar?
I think, Abhishek, it's a very good that everybody participated.
Yes.
The main concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat came actually during this COVID situation.
Yes.
Why this Atmanirbhar Bharat, the concept came to the industry? Because of this COVID situation, this concept came. Actually, it is not only the manufacturing, all the things in India. Yes, it is true that we are not absolutely self-reliant now. We have to import so many things from outside. But the main concept is that due to this Atmanirbhar Bharat, the economy of medium and small industries will grow.
Correct.
The main focus of this stimulus, whatever has been given during this COVID situation, is to stimulate the MSMEs.
Yes.
And this Atmanirbhar Bharat, actually, the concept emerged for that cause only. That these MSMEs should be Atmanirbhar, so that the economy of this small group of businessmen becomes better, actually. That is the main concept of Atmanirbhar. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much. Self-reliance of the MSME sector.
Yes.
Sir, Director Finance, sir, if you would like to say a few words on the final note.
Yeah, actually, as CMD sir has rightly pointed out, we could see the actual benefit of the Atmanirbharta in the post-COVID scenario itself. Everybody would remember that during the initial phases of COVID situations, which started sometimes in February, March 2020, there were hardly any PPE kits. Even the masks were not available in the market.
Right.
But that was the time when the government focused on production of these items in house. Prior to this, all these items were imported from China or other countries.
Right.
But during that time, we not only produced those things, but we, for our own consumption and at a very cheaper rates. I remember buying my first mask, N95 mask, at 350 rupees a piece, and that too I had to approach the medicine shop for several times to get that single mask at
Yes.
350 rupees.
Very true.
Subsequently, under the leadership of our able government, these things were started producing in the country, and later on it is now available at 40-50 rupees only in the market.
Very true, sir.
And then we started even exporting those things. So we were after achieving Atmanirbharta in these products, we started helping other countries as well. So this was the real visible benefit of Atmanirbharta. And
Right.
then government has initiated a scheme for identifying the items on which we are heavily dependent on imports,
Correct.
particularly in the motor vehicle sector, automobile sector.
Right.
There are a lot of items. So there is a single item, actually I'm not a technical person, but there is an item called powertrain, which monitors the power supply from battery to the other parts of the automobile. So after the COVID situation, uh, supply of this item is is in great scarcity in India, which has resulted in not only the slowdown of automobile industry, but it has also increased the prices of the automobiles in the country. So now our government is targeting item-wise imports for its substitution into the indigenous products. So I think in the long run, this will help us a lot. So with this, thank you very much to all the participants, CMD Saab, and our committee members who are carrying out these events in such efficient manner.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So we finally conclude this program today with wholehearted thanks to all our stakeholders. Thank you for coming. Please stay safe and keep your families safe.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
আমরা একটু রিফ্রেশমেন্টসের